Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Nancy, and if you're new to my channel, you're also welcome. Kindly subscribe, share and like my videos, and also put on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. In today's class, I'll be showing you how to make a Boho jumpsuit, and it's a beginners friendly tutorial. So let's get started. This is a tie and dye fabric, and the amount of fabric I used for this Boho jumpsuit is 2 yards. Because this is for a small size. The first step is to fold the fabric equally into 2. The next step is to further fold it into 2 equally. So I practically folded this into 4. This fabric is folded into 4, so after cutting it gives us both the front piece and the back piece together. The next step is to place all vertical measurements. So this is the starting line. And since this is an off-shoulder jumpsuit, the next line will be the chest line, which is 1.5 inches below the starting line. So the distance between the starting line and the chest line will be the fold in which the adjustable neck strap will be inserted into. Since this is an off-shoulder jumpsuit, for a small or medium-sized person, I'll subtract 5 inches by placing 5 inches directly on the chest line as shown, after which I'll mark the other vertical measurement. So the next line will be the armhole line. The armhole for this client is 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches, but the armhole of the jumpsuit shouldn't be too tight on the client's armhole, so it's advisable to add 1 inch to that armhole measurement, and this will become 9 inches. Just to add a little shape to this jumpsuit, the next line will be the waistline, which is 15.5 inches. And the next line will be the hip line, which is 25 inches. The full length of the jumpsuit is 57 inches, but I added 2 inches to it and it became 59 inches. The next step is to mark the horizontal measurement. So on the starting line, I'll place the chest circumference. The chest circumference for this client is 24 inches divided by 4, which is 6 inches. Now I'll place 6 inches on the chest line. Here I'll be adding 5 inches sewing allowance to the side. The next step is to take the chest circumference with the sewing allowance included. Here I have 11 inches. I will add 1 inch to this 11 inches and that will be 12 inches. Now I'll place this 12 inches on the starting line. The reason for this is to avoid the edges from being short after folding the neck strap casing. The next step is to place the bust circumference plus 5 inches sewing allowance to the side. To connect these points together to form the armhole curve of the jumpsuit. Then on the waistline, I'll place the waist circumference plus 5 inches sewing allowance to the side. The next step is to place the hip circumference on the hip line plus 5 inches sewing allowance to the side. The next step is to place the tape to take the measurements of the hip circumference with the sewing allowance included. So it's 15 inches. Now I'll place 15 inches on the hem line to mark. The next step is to place the tape vertically, making sure that the accurate vertical measurements aligns with the line. And the next measurement I'll be taking is the crotch depth. The crotch depth for this client from the shoulder to our crotch is 28 inches. Now, because the crotch isn't too tight, I'm going to add 6 inches to that, and that will be 34 inches altogether. So the new crotch depth is 34 inches. On the crotch line, I'll mark 1.5 inches from the folded side. I'll also mark 1.5 inches from the folded side of the hemline to connect it to the 1.5 inches I marked on the crotch line. The next step is to blend this arc by making a curve as shown. Alright guys, so this is all for the jumpsuit. But if you want yours to be extremely free, you can use a sewing allowance of 8 to 9 inches, but I used 5 inches because I don't want it to be too free and shapeless. So if you wish to include a side pocket, I'll place the tape on the lines accurately to mark 1.5 inches below the waistline. And I'll mark 7 inches for the wideness of the pocket. The next step is to notch. So this will direct you in attaching the pockets. For the side pockets, I need 4 pieces, so I'm going to fold this fabric into 4. Based on the pocket length I marked on the jumpsuit, which is 7 inches, I'll add 2 inches to that, and that will be 9 inches. So I'll be working with a length of 9 inches and also a width of 9 inches to form a square. The next step is to mark 3 inches at one end, which I'll connect in form of a curve to these points as shown. The next step is to open the jumpsuit to pin the pocket to the side of both the front piece and the back piece. Now I'll take it to the sewing machine to attach the pocket separately on the sides. After attaching the pocket, the next step is to secure the sides of the jumpsuit by 1 inch as shown. And you should also secure this other side by 1 inch as shown. The next step is to secure the crotch curve by sewing it from the one side of the hem to the center of the crotch down to the other side of the hem. The next step is to secure the armhole with a straight stitch by folding it half an inch in and further folding it in by half an inch. But if you have an overlocking machine, you can overlock it once, then you fold it once in. After securing the armhole, the next step is to secure the neck strap casing in which the strap will be inserted into. Next step is to turn the jumpsuit to the right side of the fabric. Now I'll take the jumpsuit to the sewing machine to secure the hem by folding it in by half an inch and further folding it in by half an inch. Alright guys, this is the outcome of the jumpsuit and it looks so beautiful. The final step is to make a adjustable neck strap and also make a detachable waist belt. So this is the neck strap I'm working with. It's 1.5 inches wide and 60 inches long. The next step is to fold the two edges in by half an inch, then you further fold it on each other, then you secure it to the end of the strap. And this is detachable waist belt. It's 5 inches wide and 60 inches long. Now I'm going to fold the edges in by half an inch, then I'll further fold it on each other. So I've secured both the neck strap and the waist belt. Next step is to insert the strap into the strap casing. Alright guys, thanks for watching to the very end. I hope this tutorial was helpful. You should give it a try, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Nancy. Kindly subscribe, share and like my videos, and also put on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you.